Welcome, acolytes. Today I am reacting to seemingly a dark. Why is it like this? Okay, irrelevant. 2. Karma finally got her from Sensitive Society. I don't actually know who he means. I just clicked. I think it's the uh, woman that's behaving like Hasan, like a Hasan clone. So I think that's that, but if she actually got finally the a piece of karma, I wouldn't be sad about it. So let's just see and start what he has to say about it. What is this all actually about? Before I just go and make some conclusions that aren't there. So let's start. And by the way, if you like my content, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, press the notification button, and show me and social sensitive society some love.
Yo, what's going on, my amigos and amigas? Hope you're all doing great. Today's Saturday. We get to chill and clown on the female Hasan Piker. From time to time, I like
Yes. So I was correct about it. It was basically just a it wasn't on purpose. Let's say it like that. But it's fine.
working with other YouTubers. Just a few days ago, me and Pegasus put out a banger. I genuinely consider that one of the better videos I've made. A personal favorite of mine, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. And the reason why I say that is because today's video that we're going to be reacting to, I actually have a little cameo in it, okay? Not to flex too much. So if you guys remember, about a month ago, I made a video called "This Pathetic Streamer Ruined Her Life with This Video." And it was this Twitch streamer who goes by Denims, who's friends with Hasan Piker, but I do not know the whole lore behind her and all the stupid stuff she said over the years. So there's a YouTuber called Rob's Media, which I think is extremely
Damn. Okay. What the F are you actually talking about? She destroyed her stuff, but then and then what the F?
underrated. I'm gonna link him down below in case you guys want to check
So
him
Rob's
out.
Media is
That said,
underrated.
so we get right in.
Good. So if you can, also if you have the time or just like to, then also check him out.
Into it.
Yo, Rob, I got another case for you. There's this woman, Denims, who's been up to some pretty suspicious activity lately. She just defended a known scammer, placed a bounty on someone's head, and worst of all, she's a Twitch streamer.
God made the mistake of making me opinionated as a woman. Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30K to anyone.
Oh, correct. For those who don't know, because I just remembered it right now. Yes, she actually brought up something on the lines of, yeah, if you actually do that for me, you get money. So that was particularly stupid. And I actually hope that she gets some punishment for it, to be honest, because that's not kosher, I mean, for fuck's sake. That's not even like humanly nice. It's just doing something like that and just freaking pretending on the internet is always a freaking. It's a bad look. It's just a very, very bad look. And somebody could happen because somebody that's actually a simp of hers could take it serious and actually do something, and she would be like, what? No, I never said this, and it's not on my thing, and I didn't mean it like that, but come on, just don't say it. Damn.
Will make this dip disappear. To be honest, the video itself, I don't care about. That's not. It's not relevant. It's not important. I only care about the thumbnail.
Welcome back to Idiot Influencers. Today we'll be diving deeper into the tale of Denims, a member of the Poggers community I heavily mentioned in my last video. Denims is a self-proclaimed, largest female political streamer on Twitch. She's been involved in loads of controversies, which haven't really been well documented on YouTube. She's said some insane stuff over the years, and would probably be considered a full-blown lolcow if not for Hasan Piker's audience. That might
Okay. Hey. If this is what she is, then so be it, but I would basically say yes. She is a freaking lolcow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. I already like this guy.
sound far-fetched, but here I'll properly explain why that's the case. This is the unhinged story of Denims, the female Hasan.
Sometimes I get DMs on Twitter and Instagram, and people tell me, yo, Sensitive, how could I be a YouTuber? And I'm always willing to help, and I've made videos talking about, how to be a YouTuber, tips, advice. I've definitely made 1 or 2 videos on that subject. The first one is, be consistent. The other option is being hot, and then you get Denims. That's how she got her career started. And whenever you're like, damn.
And yes, he's by the way correct about it. If you're actually a hot human being or just nice looking, you will have it easier. And yes, I think that female streamers have it at the start easier. I would also say that reaching the top is harder because, well, duh, you actually get a lot of free stuff for no reason. But the start is easier. Just reaching the maximum, the top, that's way harder. So yeah, that's how I see it.
I can't make it. You know what inspires me, guys? When I see idiots like Denims, when I see idiots like Hasan Piker, when I see idiots, that want me to keep going. If any idiot could make it, I can make it as well. And that always motivates. When I'm like, shit, getting kind of close to have 1 million. And I'm like, well, I'll probably never hit 1 million. And then I see someone like Hasan Piker having over 1 million subscribers, just saying the stupidest shit possible. I'm like, I could do that.
Denims is basically a waiting room streamer, entertaining Hasan Piker fans.
Yep, and by the way, this is how I also think. You can hear that my English isn't optimal. I know fuck all about YouTube. I'm taking this entire thing like a hobby that I don't invest this much in. Not this much stuff. And still, it's fine. And how am I keeping up, by the way? Why is it? Because it's fun for me first. But some days I'm like, this is... I'm just not motivated. My language barrier is also there. How can I do it? Then I just kick in XQC, don't understand a single effing word what he says, and I'm like, yeah, if he can make it, I can make it. Definitively. It's a possibility.
Before he begins his streams. Her career is pretty much modeled after him, constantly spouting the same stupid takes and offending him and any other associates. The two are part of a bigger streaming community known as the Poggers community, which is basically the Hollywood of online content creators.
Depoverished Did I just hear it right?
The two are part of a bigger streaming community known as the Poggers community, which is
depoverished. Isn't impoverished like being some kind of poor? Do I misunderstand that? Because that's quite shitty. That's in fact very shitty. Freaking millionaires that don't have to work a day in their life anymore call themselves impoverished. So, acolytes? Could please someone tell me yes or no about this one? Because this is... Oh, I have to inform myself. This is just... Okay, sorry, I just... It's just, this baffles me.
Which is basically the Hollywood of online content creators. They're vain, rely on parasocial fans, have their own award show, and even get into sexual abuse scandals, just like the real Hollywood. Recently, Denims has become the target of criticism, even from certain members of the Poggers community like Asmongold. In April of this year, Grum started this worthless campaign for various characters in the game Stellar Blade to be uncensored. As before release, they were made...
Wait, what the frick? Asmongold is actually part of this? Of the Poggers community? What the frick? I didn't... What? Like, come on! He actually acts like a not totally down to earth, but he basically acts like a relatively normal guy. Yeah, but, well, relatively funny guy, but yeah, I'm actually a bit surprised with this one, but damn, I didn't know he belongs to those. It would make sense though, because they all have a lot of power, so and people with power basically just come together and do this stuff. Okay, it's irrelevant. Good, sorry.
To be less revealing, someone going by Tone Man made the following tweet in response to this. $20,000 to anyone that can make this dipshit disappear. While reacting to Asmongold's reaction to this, Denims said this.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? $30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger. Okay, you have to do both. Alright? Because then it's a win-win for me. I get more breast, and I don't have to see that moron on my timeline anymore.
How could anyone watch her for more than 5 minutes? Let's be real here. Who do you think her main audience is? Do you think it's people that look like this? These extremely hot, attractive men? Or do you think it's people that look like this? And if you're leaning more...
Yeah, let's just not pretend. It's definitively more of a simpy, like this, yes, this makes sense. Yep. And by the way, furry pedo, also a pedo trans, so...
towards this answer,
make out of this information what you will.
You're most likely 1,000% right about who the average Denims, Pokimane, and all of those other people, who their main audience is. Now, I did not know that she was just a waiting room streamer. She just like, hi guys, so we're gonna get ready for Hasan Piker to, put out banger after banger, but while you wait, instead of, going outside, breathing that fresh air, stay with me and listen to me as I say the stupidest shit possible until our Lord and Savior Hasan Piker comes. You know what I mean? So just tune in. Come on, give you some.
Lord, oh my god, this is Lord and Savior. I mean, Hasan Piker. I honestly don't understand why people actually think that his words have any meaning. I don't even mean this disrespectful. The guy is a rage clown. I mean, the only thing he does is raging and telling and just putting up people and just making them mad. He's there. He's a rage clown. Or that's a definition I am using for people that basically just say stupid stuff just to provoke people. And that's just... well, I mean, he does it really good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's still freaking... he got rich out of it, but he's still just a rage clown. And in my opinion, he's purely there to actually just make you rage. So why would I ever think about his opinion as something that's worth anything? That's something that just confuses me. Why would I think about a rage clown like he's some wise dude that actually has some life experience?
Some money while you're at it. I gotta pay rent. It's expensive here in LA. Yeah, I'd rather die than to ever go to any award show with this community. It's just one giant, massive circle jerk. These wannabe Hollywood A-listers. If anyone else said this, I'll pay $30,000 to get that person sniped, to get them killed because they had a different opinion than me, or others would have been like, this content creator...
Yeah, and by the way, this is also... Hollywood is corrupt to the core. But doing it like Hollywood, you actually can get to the mainstream. So I understand the motivation of actually doing it. Now, is it something that I am behind? No, I am not. I, in fact, hate this stuff. But, hey, okay.
Just threatened to kill blah 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 blah, and I think it should be banned, but because it's Denim, she gets a pass because she belongs or she's in that community. Regardless of whether it was aimed at Asmongold or the person that tweeted that, it's not relevant. You're calling for someone to die.
Now, many misconstrued this as her attacking Asmon, but really this was directed at Grums. Now, this is obviously a joke, but it came off as distasteful to many. I think it's dumb because if someone made the same statements towards her, she threw a hissy fit. Despite many wanting her banned from Twitch for this, she never did. This is probably because of her association of us.
Yeah, I mean, it is always one thing if you have a comedian that actually successfully gets the joke across. That's always one thing. And of course, humor is subjective. But there is a definitive way of actually getting most people laughing about a joke. And if you're if you're a rage clown or some provocative like that, then yeah, a lot of the times you're not joking, or your jokes are basically just, I'm gonna do this to him, or this is misinformation, or yeah, get the fuck out here, you're nothing, you're a swine, da da da. It's basically young, well, very young people humor. I don't want to say young people, because for me, a freaking 28-year-old is a young person, so maybe. But no, if you're actually a young person, I mean a child, basically, that's funny. That's really funny. But if you get older, this stuff just isn't refined enough. There is just no humor in this. This is just, it sounds like an insult without any thought put into it. And I am the guy that actually laughs about our jokes, so I really don't have anything against edgy humor.
Hasan, who always says crazy shit.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
In a video
and
game.
equipping and enhancing their capabilities.
Speaking of 9/11, let's go over the time she did get banned. On November 17th, 2023, Denims streamed herself reading Osama bin Laden's manifesto, where she flat out defends him and tries justifying the September 11th attacks. That same day,
Yeah.
Destiny would react to it.
And by the way, this is disgusting. You can not like someone, but saying that a national tragedy like that is deserved, that's just distasteful. It's, to be honest, really, really disgusting. I do not understand how the F this is. No, I understand it. If a child finds it funny, then it's funny because they don't actually understand the freaking refined version of that humor. Because yes, there is actually a way of making this particular day, and yes, I actually have to be aware of how many times I say different things, because YouTube is pretty pissy about stuff like that. I had to learn the hard way. But yeah, days like that, like, come on, a freaking T-Orast group just did and killed a lot of people. Come on, have a bit compassion. I mean, I know he's a rich boy who actually just freaking grew up with a silver spoon in his ass, but still, show at least a bit compassion.
Which is the only archive of her stream that I know of. One of his big criticisms is her being safe edgy.
Listen, man. The whole, like, ignoring, you know, Palestinian Jewish people and, like, pretending like this is the Jews situation, disavow. America deserved 9/11. I can't disavow facts, man.
I'm just, the only thing that makes me so fucking salty is just, it's the corporate safe edginess. I hate corporate safe edginess. Like, all the Nazi people should be allowed on Twitch, 100%, if you're allowed to say stuff like this.
Oh my freaking god. In Destiny, dick cock. It's the safe edginess that actually makes him arise, not the fact that she actually thinks that a attack from very, very bad people is freaking a good thing. Oh my god, this is... Okay.
It should. That's like the only... There's no possible TOS or community guidelines that you could discuss, or I'm sorry, that you could establish if you don't have... that would allow for speech like this and not Nazis.
You know what? I don't know too much about Destiny, but I do agree with him here.
Okay, with this point, what he said after that, yes, I also agree with him. Because yes, if you can allow hatred, pure, freaking, disgusting, human being, abhorrent behavior like that, then yes, the other thing should also be allowed. I disagree with both sides, by the way, so don't get me twisted here. I do not agree with with any side on this one. But for F's sake, please be consistent about your rulings, YouTube.
If you're out here saying
Or
this
Twitch.
kind of stuff, which is crazy to say,
Yep.
you know, it's one thing to make jokes about 9/11, like all the Instagram reel memes you guys see in the Twitter and all the jokes. That's one thing. But like Destiny says, this is just corporate, safe, edgy. Say what you want to say. If you're saying this and you're doing this live on stream in front of, I'm assuming, thousands of people. I mean, if you're reading this and you're saying America deserved 9/11 and everyone that died deserved it and it was justified. If you're allowed to say that, why can't the other side? Like, yeah, you know, America deserved 9/11 and all of those innocent people that died deserve it and all the firefighters. It's gonna go both ways. You just can't have her side because she's PG and she's protected by her son and that community. Free speech goes both ways. You just can't censor one side because you don't like what they say. She just says everything Hasan Piker says. If Hasan Piker was like, damn, that Denims is a fucking idiot, Denims will repeat it. She said yes, man.
I'm sorry, that you could establish if you don't have
Yeah, she's basically a brain that dimlet. She hears everything that Hasan does. She just repeats what Hasan says. Okay, but it's just okay. I mean, she has like. I'm gonna be honest. On the one part, I am disgusted by the things she says, and Hasan says, or every single person that actually says stuff like that. I'm disgusted by them. But I mean, for fuck's sake, they don't have to work a day in their lives anymore. They didn't have a real job, probably never had. I know, by the way, in 100% that Hasan never had a real job. Everything he actually got was paid by his father. Maybe at this point he made some own money, but the foundation he built it up was paid by his rich parents. And yes, he has rich parents. If you didn't know that, then now you know. But yeah, she probably same exact thing. Yeah.
that would allow for speech like this and not Nazis. Like, Nazis should just be allowed on Twitch. This is wild.
Denims will gladly make statements validating the deaths of thousands of innocent people, yet will get pissed off about lighthearted jokes Froggy Fresh made about sex workers.
I don't know if they're giving. I think they give away like OnlyFans girls there at these events. I don't know what kind of sponsorship's going on. Like if you win certain fights, I think you get to own some of these girls for some of the nights.
Awesome. Answer me this: why does she look more disgusted here than the Osama bin Laden manifesto? Like she's laughing, reading the manifesto. She's like, "Yeah, you know, fuck it, America deserved 9/11." How could anyone be upset about these dumb jokes than what you were reading on Twitch very proudly?
Man, I need to just stop.
Yeah, and then saying that people losing their life is just it's just disgusting. As I said, I do not understand that. He clearly jokes, and she clearly didn't make a joke. She herself says that those lives that got lost are because they deserved it, without any irony behind it. I just... Yeah.
This is so weird. Mike by the Ocean, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much.
All this problem.
This is so weird.
She basically spends the rest of the stream justifying certain things Osama said and blatantly ignoring clear-cut cases of homophobia.
Yeah, I mean, dude, okay, I swear to God, I've never read this before. The fact that the next sentence is talking about homosexuality and intoxicants, bro.
Oh, she doesn't even know. She hasn't read this whole letter before. She thought it was just going to be a based, like, shitting on of America. Did she forget who Osama bin Laden or Al-Qaeda was? Is she on some fucking white girl retard, like it's all Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda freedom fighter shit? Like,
all right, we call to all of you. Sorry, we call you to all of this that you may be freed from that which you have become caught up in, that you may be freed from the deceptive lies that you are a great nation, that your leaders have spread amongst you to conceal you from the despicable state to which you have reached. It is saddening to tell you that you are the worst civilization witnessed by the history of mankind. Okay. I feel like this kind of cap though, because like the British Empire is pretty bad. And the U.S. Empire is also bad, but like the British are just a little worse, just a little.
keep in mind that when Osama bin Laden calls us bad here, it's because of our debauchery, our homosexuality, and our loaning with interest. That's what he means when he's calling us like one of the worst, and our foreign policy as well. But
I have to agree with him. Yes, This was the things that Osama actually said about. I would even say he meant like Western, every single Western country. And yeah, so basically, good job defending some freaking land that actually is against what you are actually defending for some reason. It doesn't make sense. Thank you.
This got her in trouble due to these statements, so she got a slap on the wrist. The ban only lasted 1 day, so good job, Twitch.
Holy shit. She's actually stupid. Like, she's not only wrong, she's actually stupid and has the stupidest takes all the time. Now, I get having a bad take every few months, something controversial, a spicy, caliente take. I get that. I've done it before. But she has a bad take every single time she streams. That's gonna be a new record.
On November 20th, 2022, YouTuber Shu1 posted the following to Twitter. The brand, Balenciaga, just did a interesting photo shoot for their new products recently, which included a very purposely poorly hidden court document about virtual child porn. Normal stuff. She then got community noted, which instead of fact-checking her, proved that this is all real. This started a massive scandal for Balenciaga, as the other marketing photographs had children involved, one showing a little girl holding a teddy bear with bondage gear on. Most agreed with Shu, though a few breadtubers she was friends with strongly disagreed. Xander Hall and Demon Mama, who associate with...
Yeah, this was also a situation where they basically... I really... If it comes to those people, it's just so many bad things at the same time. A child like this, you just seen this photo. I think if we're talking about normal human beings, you can recognize why a child that's like besides a freaking bondage equipment is a bad thing. And if you don't, then please talk with me for fuck's sake, or with someone professional, because you need help. This isn't normal. This isn't provocative. Just let the freaking kids be. Stop. This is the freaking next, how is it called? Freaking church. Yeah, I actually grew up in a Catholic environment, so there's that, but not Christian, Catholic, and in Germany there are Christians, I think, yeah, more Christians, and it's just, please, we already have that. Just stop it.
Vosh's community randomly brought up LGBTQ people into the discussion. This drama had nothing to do with queer people, but I guess because a shooting happened involving them in the same week, it suddenly means she was accusing them of being pedos. This was random as all hell, and it really seemed like Xander and Demon Mama were defending pedophilia and using the LGBTQ community as a shield. Vosh didn't get involved in this discourse because he was probably too busy jerking off to these Balenciaga photos.
The kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Basically, Denims tries to downplay the entire situation to make Shu1 look bad.
No, and he's, by the way, just... he wants to be a horse. I think he's just somehow pays people up and is like researching so he can get a freaking horse swapped into a horse so he can have his stallion energy, or however he actually said it.
Which involves some very weird arguments. First, he claims that this controversy is good for Balenciaga, since now they're getting talked about by big news outlets.
They spend so much money on marketing. Something like this is a dream for Balenciaga. Balenciaga being on Fox News, Balenciaga being on trending on Twitter for weeks, that is good for Balenciaga. Like, they don't care. I don't understand why people always have to go for the most insane conclusion when money is a good enough conclusion. Like, we have seen...
Yeah, the most insane conclusion. America deserves 9.11, huh? Bitch.
Money corrupt, industries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure having this harmful stigma around your company isn't going to help them financially. Maybe if they were stirring up beef with another fashion brand, then sure. But this is not done on purpose, and even Balenciaga had to realize how creepy these photo shoots are.
I feel very uncomfortable making... I think that there is absolutely no difference between the people who say Jews control the world, because there are a few Jewish people that have money, and they're like, but look at this, and wasn't it weird that these guys met up here, and wasn't this weird? I see no difference between that and this.
What is Blood yapping about? This is such a bizarre deduction to make.
Yeah, defending Balenciaga and that whole situation, low-key kind of defending CP. What is up with breadtubers and defending this kind of disgusting shit? Like, it's not only been one in...
They have to defend themselves. They are in one community, and I will be honest, if I ever get into a community, because some things, like, I will meet people in this specific case. I already talk, like, some of you acolytes are actually some YouTubers that I watch their content sometimes, like, not every content, because, sorry, not every content is just for me, and I don't make this sub-watch exchange, because it just doesn't profit any one of us. It doesn't do anything for us, because we just don't get better at our content that way. And if I, as someone who just doesn't have an interest in this content, just my tips are worthless at this point. So, yeah. But still, the only thing I will say, the creators that actually watch me, freaking respect every single one that actually does, like, just grinds the freaking thing. It's beautiful to see. I actually just always compare myself to some of you, and I basically don't know if I can mention every single one of you with name, so there's that. And I even had actually one funny story. I actually asked one of my viewers, hey, what's this game? It was Alchemist Knight, was it the handy game? And I actually particularly his videos. From time to time, I watch like one of two of his videos, because this is like a small handy thing, a small handy game, and it was just sometimes if I want to see something stupid, just some gameplay in the background, I just do that. I just watch his stuff, and after a while I recognize, wait, this is the thing I was talking about. I watched his stuff and I didn't recognize it. What the fuck? But okay, it is what it is. It was the exact same game. I was just too stupid to realize it. So yeah, a little side rant here.
Since it's been multiple, and if you've been watching the channel, they have the most interesting takes regarding this. You cannot catch me in a million years defending Balenciaga or that ad or trying to justify it. I don't know. It's just weird, and it's something that doesn't...
Sorry about that. Because yes, you won't hear me defend anyone if somebody makes a mistake, or you will, if I think that the person is innocent or there isn't any actual proof of the thing they did. But if somebody freaking does something like this, instantly dropping. I do not care how long I know the person. I do not care how much money the person makes me. I don't care about anything about it. I have some principles, and if they get crossed, I'm out. I'm just out. And those principles are just basically don't harm other human beings. It's just easy as that. Or do not harm them, but if they actually hit you, you hit back as full force as you can. Or if they do stuff like effing this, let's just say maybe there is a bit of flexibility in there. Not much. Anyway,
to need to be defended. I will never understand this. Not in a million years. And I don't want to understand it, because these people are fucking sick in the head and they're constantly defending the nastiest shit possible.
Yep.
In my last video, I mentioned how many of these big streamers in the Poggers community like Denims are very publicly supportive of adult content. I pointed out the hypocrisy in this, as these guys will extensively call out gambling and the misogyny of the manosphere, yet won't call out adult content under the same reasoning. They go for this whole think of the children argument, but don't give a shit about young kids getting porn addictions from OnlyFans models who advertise themselves on 12+ platforms like Twitch.
This man just says the freaking truth. Yes. Yes. This is one of the things that piss me off extremely. You will defend, say that some things are so terrible, so freaking bad, and then at the end, if you actually, if it comes to the freaking thing, you just drop it. That's all. Thank you.
Something I have yet to mention is that Denims also does OnlyFans, so she has a big incentive to defend this industry. Now to my knowledge, she doesn't post nudes, just lewd cosplay she posts to Instagram and Twitter for free. God, that's gotta be even lamer to buy.
You know what? I'm not surprised at all.
Oh my... Wait, what the F? Well, flat as F. But... I'm gonna be honest, I don't find her this attractive. To be completely honest. But hey, everybody likes things they like. I personally prefer Asian women. I have even a little problem with that one. not a definitive problem, like a problem. It's more of a from a. If I say an Asian woman that actually like hits my fancy, I'm like, oh, gotta try that one out. Let's see.
That's gotta be even lamer to buy.
You know what? I'm not surprised at all. She does OF. I'm 1,000% sure most of her money is coming from. And the fact that these people don't think that one could become addicted to pornography is crazy. And of course they don't. You guys want to know why? And this is not a conspiracy theory, by the way. It's because it hurts their product. Because if more people know about it and more people are aware of the side effects that you could potentially be addicted to it, they're going to lose their money. It's that simple. It's not a conspiracy. It's just common sense. Of course they're going to be pro-sex work and pro-girls doing OF. The second the clock strikes midnight and they go from 17 to 18 and they could legally do it, of course they're going to support that. Because that makes them money. People only follow her because of her look. They're not following her because of her brain, that's for sure.
Denims was in support of this behavior.
Yeah, definitively not, by the way. No. It's not because of the intelligence. That's a non-option. But in the end, as I said, sadly, she still does a lot of money, man. Like, she doesn't have to work a day in her freaking life. This is gigantic. This is honestly one of the biggest things. If you get to that point, you won life, basically. If you don't have to work a day in your life, that's something that I actually like. Just passive income. Well, first of all, I want to come to this point where I can actually support my family so they don't have to work a day in their life. If they so wish, they can, but they don't have to. This is the freaking thing I am striving for. So there's that. But hey, maybe gonna reach, maybe not. But they are definitively already there. Those people already there don't even have to work a day. But
Hosting. Do straight men even like women? Imagine seeing one of the most beautiful women alive and thinking, "This is awful and I never want to see this again." Okay bro, more from me I guess. Good job at missing the point once again, Denims. Nobody's mad that we're seeing some tits. We just don't think that it's right that these women are doing it on a site filled with lots of young teenagers.
Use of Twitch by minors. The Twitch services are not available to persons under the age of 13. If you are between the ages of 13 and the age of a legal majority in your jurisdiction of residence, you may only use the Twitch services under the supervision of a parent or legal guardian who agrees to be bound by these terms of services.
Obviously kids are gonna lie about their age or go on there without their parents' permission. This isn't Club Penguin, and Denims knows it's not a good argument to make, so she continues.
But Denims, kids are gonna go on the internet anyways?
You guys could legitimately see her struggling to come up with an excuse in real time. She's just reaching as far as she can possibly reach to justify this.
And goalpost, mind you. Pearl clutch goalpost.
Well, the platform is for teenagers, it's for kids.
Guess what? They literally say if you're a kid, you need parent supervision. Yeah, well, do you actually expect kids to ask for parent supervision? Okay, should we just nuke the internet?
Holy shit, she's retarded. R-E-T. I was gonna spell it out. Oh my god, I did not know she was this bad. She's just brain dead. There's still a lot he talks about here. I just wanted to, watch it with you guys. It's gonna be linked below. Go watch it. It's a banger. But before you do that, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, share, all of that. And I promise.
Yeah, as always, great video from him. I also agree on a lot of points of his. It's just good to hear that there are normal people on the internet, because if you actually dive in and look for themes to react to, I'm not saying it's hard, I'm just saying it's annoying. At least, as I said, not hard, annoying. That's all. But as it is, acolytes, good night.